Hi, today we're going to be looking at relating fractions, decimals, and percents. Let's get started. Okay, so we've got this table here, or this grid, and it's a 10 by 10. So there's 10 squares here, 10 squares here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we've got 10 here, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 100 squares. As you all know, 10 times 10 is 100. And we only have 81 highlighted, right? 8 times 10 is 80 plus the 1 highlighted. So how would we write that as a percent? Okay, so as a percent, we would write 81, and this is the percent sign. This is the percent sign. So we would write 81%. As a fraction, we would write 81 over 100, and as a decimal we write 0.81. Okay, let's move on. So we've got 5 figures here represented, and let's see if we could write them in percent, fraction, and decimal form. So let's see here, we've got 2, 4, so we've got 40 right here, and I know it's 40 because I know this is 10 and this is 4 highlighted, so I could do the math real quick. That's 40 plus 1, that's 41%. So you write percent here. Fraction, it would be 41 over 100. And decimal, you would write 0.41. Here we've got 10 highlighted, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17%, 17 over 100 as a fraction, and 0.17. Here we've got 97, 97%, 97 over 100, and 0.97. Here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 67%, 67 over 100, and 0.67. Here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, actually 5 highlighted, and 51, 52, 53. So 53%, 53 over 100, and 0.53. Okay, so we looked at these 5 figures and we've written them in percentages, fractions, and decimals. Okay, so let's do some more questions. Write the following as a percent and decimal. So previously, in the previous slide, you saw figures, right? So visual representation. What happens if someone gives you a fraction, 42 over 100, and you were to write that as a percentage or a decimal? Pretty easy. 42 out of 100, well, that's 42%. How do we know that? Well, remember what percent means, right? So percent means out of 100. So that's what percent means. So 42 out of 100 is literally 42%, and decimal 0.42. 30 over 50. This is super tricky. You might be tempted to say 30%, but that would be incorrect. Why? Because percent is out of 100. This is 30 out of 50. It's not out of 100. So we need to make this out of 100. So we multiply this by 2, multiply this by 2. This becomes 60 out of 100. So we need to find a multiple to make the denominator out of 100. So we need to find an equivalent fraction of 30 out of 50 that is out of 100. And we multiply by 2 and we get that. So 60 out of 100. And we would write this as 60% and 0.6 as decimal. Again here, this is not out of 100, this is out of 50. So we need to find an equivalent fraction to make it out of 100. So we would multiply both by 2. Why by 2? Because 50 times 2 is 100. So this becomes 100. 12 times 2 is 24. So 24% and 0.24. 3 out of 10. Again, not out of 100. We need to make this 100. So 10 times 10 makes it 100. What we do to the bottom, we got to do the top. So this becomes 30 out of 100. So 30% and 0.3. 86 out of 100, this is already out of 100, so we don't need to change anything. It's 86%, and it's 0.86 in decimal form. This is out of 20. How do we make a 20 into 100? We multiply it by 5, so we have to do that to the top as well. So it's 55 over 100. So it's 55%, and in decimal form it would be 0.55. Okay, great. Hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching.